starting off with the women's scratch race, the first of 4 events in the women's Omnium. And there is the gun, and the race is underway. 30 laps, and the scratch race is about as straightforward as it comes. Just get to the finish line first. Now Archibald goes. Now she's pushing it. This is the challenge to the field. Who can stick with Katie Archibald? It's Maggie Coles-Lister, the Canadian, who responded immediately. She recognized that that's a wheel she wanted to follow. 6 riders there with an opening. And it's just brunt force power from Katie Archibald that shed a bunch of riders, and now the remaining field chasing inside. 5 laps to go now, and you really see the tempo ratcheting up. Everybody trying to find the perfect position to launch a sprint. It is going to come down to a sprint. Valente trying to get around the outside of Archibald. Clara Caponi also there. Micah Vanderdoen also moving around the outside. All the big names you expect to see are in their positions. We come up to the bell. It's Katie Archibald leading things out. Valente and Letizia Paternoster right with her. Clara Caponi also there. It's Archibald leading it out. So much power in those legs as we've seen over the years. It's Katie Archibald. Is anybody able to match her? Absolutely not. It's Katie Archibald taking the scratch race. Letizia Paternoster second, Clara Caponi third. It is the tempo race coming up next. This of course, is the chance to pick up some qualification points for Paris. The quota positions will be determined after this event, as this is the final international event before the Olympics. No points will be assigned for the first 4 laps of the race. It's all bunched up. Nobody really wanting to go just yet. It's very much the washing machine effect, but now the attack goes. And it is a rider from Egypt, Ebtissan Zayed Ahmed, going on the attack, and being followed by the rider from Mexico, Victoria Velasco. And Hernandez of Colombia there. And so these riders might start contesting, going for the single points. But now Velasco will start going for points, and it's always the wonder, are they going for the points? Or are they also wanting to pick up a lap? But look at this. Look who is approaching. There is Velasco, but keep an eye on 3rd place there. It may not surprise you, but that is Katie Archibald, absolutely bearing down on these 2 women in front, and there's been no response from the field. There is now. Valente is leading the chase, but so far, Archibald doesn't have any points. That's all going to change now. She picks up the first of what could be many, and it looks like she is just carrying on. And Velasco and Hernandez, 2nd and 3rd, just aren't good enough. They're close, but they're not picking up any points. And so, do they wait for the field, or do they keep exerting themselves just in the off chance they'll pick up some points? And Archibald rides up. She's waiting for them. Now she's going to share some of the spoils as she tucks in. Is the catch being made now? Not yet. So it's another single point for Archibald. She is up to 6, and then she'll get 20. So she's up to 26. So Katie Archibald now can sort of sit and let the other riders battle it out. It's Maggie Coles-Lister who's now jumping to the front, as this is a new race for single points. It's the first one for Maggie Coles-Lister. Hernandez and Velasco also picking up the 20 points, so they jump into 2nd and 3rd for the moment. And Jennifer Valente, Letizia Paternoster, the 2 rivals who were the last 2 in the elimination race the other night, are now the 2 trying to break away. Gone at the moment, it's Archibald on 26, Hernandez on 22, Velasco on 22, and then Paternoster and Stenberg and Valente now. Valente just picked that one up, each with 2 points. But it's really fractured now. 2 riders off the front. The latest rider, that's Rakuten K-Dreams, Suyaka Uchino. And they are coming up to potentially lap the peloton. that it's 2 laps to go, perhaps a bit too late for them, leading this one out. And we'll see if Valente does give the point to Uchino. Indeed, she will. So both of them will be on 4, and this might be an open sprint now to see who gets the 5th point. It's going to be Uchino and Valente bringing this one around. It's going to be Valente who will take the final sprint point. And she takes it. So Valente gets another point, but an already a 12-point lead for Katie Archibald, going 2 for 2. Paternoster still in second. Valente up to third. So this is the race where we don't watch the front. We'll make notes of what's going on at the front, but that's not where the action is. The action is at the back. There we go. So they are off the next time around. And we watch what's going on at the back. And it is Jessica Roberts. That's Team Inspire. But you always kind of want to watch what's going on at the inside of the track, because that's where someone can get caught up. But no, it's going to be Tashkent City Cycling Club. Margarita Misiurina, who's the first to go. Anita Stenberg and Lee Tse-Wing. But also entering the fray now, Jennifer Valente. And so the wearers of the distinctive jerseys are potentially in trouble. And it is Stenberg. Her luck ran out early on this one. Well, just checking in at the front, it's Daria Pikulik at the front and Emily de Dirksen, Poland and Denmark respectively. And you know, I think the lights have gone out for Lee Tse-Wing. Indeed they have, and so a valiant effort for her to get into the top 10 in the elimination, but just too many efforts needed to keep surviving. Archibald's still there, Capone's still there, Valente's still there, Maaike van der Doen, Alicia Paternoster. And keeping an eye on who's in danger now. Paternoster at the back, but she does have that outside line, and it looks like Maaike van der Doen of the Netherlands is the next to go. We are nearing the end here. 7 riders left. Another elimination to come. Right now, it's Jennifer Valente at the back, but we know she will move. And that leaves the Canadian Maggie Coles-Lister with work to do. She's going around the outside. It's a long way to go, and I don't think she has anything left. Is she going to survive? Is Capone at the bottom going to be missed out? And I think it is. And it is Clara Capone. And one has to wonder just how much is left. There is no rest for the wicked in this race. Another elimination is coming. And this time around, Coles-Lister jumping around with Valente. Amelie de Dirksen of Denmark doesn't have much in the way of going. It is going to be de Dirksen going now. The points race is still to come, so the effort has to be measured. It is Pikulik going to the bottom of the track. She is leading things around at the back right now. It's Coles-Lister again, but she has to get around the world champion, Jennifer Valente, looking over her shoulder. And that will be it for the Canadian. She made it close. Alicia Paternoster was in sight, down to 4. And once again, Katie Archibald, she went 3 for 3 in the first 3 races in Omnium last year. How good is she? But Pikulik moves on the inside at the front. Valente coming on. That might be it for Paternoster. Indeed, that is the case. 3 remain. 3 pretty big names at this point. It's whoever has the most left. Who can handle one more stretch, one more exertion. It's Valente on the back right now. And she goes around. Pikulik may be in danger. It's 2 big riders to get around in Pikulik. Daria Pikulik saying, that's it for me. And what a final pair remaining. Jennifer Valente v. Katie Archibald. And I think Valente is all done. Katie Archibald will get a victory lap, and she will go 3 for 3. There are no more superlatives to describe this cyclist. A smile, a fist pump, and another win. In the updated standings, 120, a perfect 120. Valente and Paternoster on 102. And here we go. So, similar kind of situation to the other pack races. So right now, Archibald is shoulder to shoulder right near Jennifer Valente, and Paternoster is behind both of them. There's Paternoster in the Azzurri kit, right behind Leolin Teutenberg of Germany. And here we go, it's Valente leading things out. Maggie Coles-Lister gets wise to that. Micah Venderdoen also there. And it might be an opportunity here for Valente to pick up some points. I'm looking for Archibald, and she is well down the field. And so an early 5 points coming to Jennifer Valente. Maggie Coles-Lister in second, Venderdoen in third, and Daria Pikulik in fourth. Coles-Lister closing in on the bronze medal position. She picked up 3 points, and Letizia Paternoster picked up none. And now an attack going. And the rider, it's Daniela Campos of Portugal and Margarita Missuriona. The way that peloton is going, they are not moving very quickly at all. And so I think they are going to snatch the 20 points right now. Indeed, that is the case. And the race is on now for sprint points. Suddenly, it's a race for 5. This might be the one where the Canadian misses out. It's Velasco ahead of Paternoster. Archibald trying to come around right now. And it is Paternoster's going to take a full 5 ahead of Velasco, Pikulik, and Archibald. And it's Velasco leading things around. Pikulik in 5th place. Really the one near the leaderboard who's going for the points here, and that's enough for her with 5 points. Daria Pikulik, pardon me, moves into 4th place. Victoria Velasco gets 3, Mizuki Ikeda 2, and Letizia Paternoster gets 1. And so that 1 point moves Paternoster to alone in 2nd place. And the bell, and it's Archibald leading things around, and it's going to be Katie Archibald picking up full points. Tsuyaka Uchino of Rakuten K-Dreams getting 3, Anita Stenberg going 2, and Letizia Paternoster getting another 1 point. But it's Clara Caponi of France now going full bore to launch the attack. She's sitting in 8th on 65 points. Jessica Roberts down in 20th trying to bridge up. And it's about a half a lap for those front two to close things up. And you would think that after the sprint for the points, the pack would start to look around and bunch up again. So again, that would help the breakaway. So there is the bell for the front two and for the field. And so it's Jessica Roberts and Clara Caponi. It's going to be Roberts picking up 5, Caponi's picking up 3, and they've sort of decided not to contest the sprint, opting to work together for 20 points. And then it's going to be, oh, there's Piccoli jumping up to get another single point. Counter-attack coming. And it is Tsuyaka Uchino, Rakuten K-Dreams, and Daria Pikulik, who's been very animated in this race. Jumping up. She's jumped up to 4th. She's only 8 points back of Jennifer Valente in the bronze medal position. And now the gap is coming down on our front two. It is visibly slower. It is pain personified at the front right now. And Maggie Coles-Lister of Canada now is jumping up and bridging to this lead group. And so it's all to play for if she can somehow manage to get 5 points. And Emily de Dierksen carrying on through, going off solo. Here we are, De Dirksen still in front. And it is Mizuki Ikeda of Japan leading the chase. And riders from Mexico, Velasco and Hernandez of Colombia. And it looks like these four could pick up both the lap and the sprint point, and I think they're just going to get the lap. There's the catch. There is the bell. Pulls Lister on the front right now, riding up on the top of the track, and De Dirksen and Ikeda just continuing on through. And I'm not sure if the field knows that this sprint is 4 full points. Ikeda gets a 5, and De Dirksen gets 3, Coles Lister getting 2. And so De Dirksen, Hernandez, Ikeda, and Velasco getting the 20 points for gaining the lap. De Dirksen now up into 5th. Hernandez and Velasco now up into 7th and 8th, respectively. And here goes Maaike van der Doen again. And Tsuyaka Uchino recognizing that and jumping with her. 4 laps to go. This is for double points. And none of the leaders really troubled by the 2 off the front, and other riders racing for position are currently leading the group. And it is Uchino leading the way, Liu chasing her, and it's Emily De Dirksen on the front right now. The bell for Tsuyaka Uchino and Liu Jiali, and leading things around, leaving nothing to chance. The champion-elect here in Milton, Katie Archibald, Clara Caponi, Daria Pikulik behind her, and it's going to be Uchino taking 10 points, Liu taking 2nd, and then it's Pikulik just ahead of Archibald. So Pikulik gets 4 points, Archibald another 2, and wouldn't you know it, Katie Archibald for the 2nd year in a row not only wins the Omnium, but wins it with exactly 131 points. 2nd place goes to Letizia Paternoster of Italy on 111, Jennifer Valente of the US in 3rd. We just saw a look at Daria Pikulik. Good effort from her, coming up to 104 and finishing in 4th place.